Okay, good morning, guys. I'm just getting up today and I want to talk about some things. Um, we don't usually talk about this in proper circles. You don't talk about this in church, you don't talk about this in other places that I know of unless you, I don't know, seek out a woman's magazine or you have someone who mentors you and tells you things. I don't know. So I'm here for young girls. I'm here to help young girls and with all kinds of issues in life. And let me see. My abortion channel that I'm starting today, having a forced abortion, I am going to start my podcast. Like I said, Substack isn't working for me, so I will be moving forward with more learning on how to get other stuff going. But it will kind of combine my channel and my podcast together. So, how do I say this? I'll start with a story. Okay, so the other day I have a video about this. I'm sharing the gospel, right? And I'm dressed modest and I'm just sharing the gospel, walking down the road. And this guy, in like some taxi cab, I do remember the name of it, but I'm not going to say it. He's like, "Hey," and he starts talking to me as I'm crossing the road, and I'm like, "What?" And he says something to me. He goes, "Give me your number." And I just went, "No." And kind of laughed. I just kind of went, "No." Like, "Don't bug me. No." And I have had it at this point because every time I'm walking, somebody's beeping, somebody's bugging me, and I'm just like, "No." And the guy laughed, but I just get, you get sick of it. So, what I'm going to talk about is God saved me from all this. He saved me from a world where I was brought up worldly. And there was a lot of worldliness around me growing up. So, one of the things, and I don't know why I felt this way, I have no idea where I learned this or what was going on in my mind, but I used to be more of a people pleaser. I used to be somebody who felt like I had to make people happy. I am not like that now. I don't know. I think part of me also, I was brought up in a way to be tough and not please people, but I had a strong sense of myself. But yet, when it came to guys, there was a sense of me that there was something in me that felt like I had to make a man happy. And I don't know why that was. Like, when I was dating my first boyfriend, he was crying because I was trying to break up with him. And he didn't really want me to break up with him. He wanted me to stay. He wanted me to continue being with him. And so I did, and I compromised myself. Not because, like, I didn't, I wasn't taught, really wait until marriage. Not really. So it wasn't the sexual side that I felt like I compromised myself in. It was the fact that I put down what I thought I wanted for this guy. And by accident, I share my story, and I'll be sharing more of it. The condom breaks and I'm pregnant, right? So, lucky me, that's what happened. It wasn't a committed, well, I was with him for a year, but I was way too young. It wasn't like a committed relationship. I thought we would get married, but I didn't really, think that out. I just assumed that's what was going to happen. So from there, I had another guy who liked me, and I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like he had a stronger voice in my life than the other one. So I kind of just felt like um his intentionality was more purposeful, so I ended up dating him. And like I said, I tried to break up with my first boyfriend, and then after this happened where I felt like I questioned the condom. He said it was safe. I felt like he tricked me, so the relationship went downhill. It was over. So after I was dating this guy, and then there was someone else who had liked me for a long time. and I dated him because he liked me, and on it goes, right? If you feel maybe a guy's desire, you feel like, okay, I owe it to him, or I feel I need to please this man, especially if he's coming on strong or whatever. So that was my girlhood stuff. That's not how I am today. And I'm going to be sharing how women can say no. I mean, you don't have to, just because a guy wants your number, or just because he and I'm older now, thank goodness I'm older, but you don't have to please him. And this is a channel for women, okay? So you can actually, you know, be free and be comfortable saying no. No, I'm not giving you my number. Put your foot down with people. And I do that now. I'm not a people pleaser. I don't really care what other people think. And that can be a problem sometimes, because I can be so, you know, on my own track. I'm very disciplined with my own life. But I want to really give glory to God, because he pulled me out of this. And there was another situation. Well, I think I was growing out of this. The time I got a little older, you know, and I don't beat myself up for this because I was young and I didn't have any guidance. There was another guy, he was a detective, he liked me. I just did not, I wasn't into him. He was a nice guy, but I didn't want to date him, and so I didn't. And then there was another mistake. This kind of brought me to rock bottom. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, and we were wild. We were actually drinking, and we were like, I did not drink before, so I don't even drink anymore because of, you know, what can happen when you drink. So I'm a mother now. I'm older. I'm, you know, 5 kids. Thank goodness God grounded me with motherhood. So motherhood can actually ground you in life and mature you. It's not a thing that's like, oh, she's not ready to be a mother. That's what I was told after the abortion. You weren't ready. And the truth is, it wasn't that I wasn't ready. It was that people didn't want to take responsibility around me and, you know, take responsibility that you're pregnant. It's not a need or a want an abortion. I mean, it's not a need, it's a want an abortion. So it's not a need, it's something that people just don't take responsibility for in life. And so I had made a mistake. We were drinking, and at that point in my life, because my husband then had won his freedom and broke up with me, and I was dating other guys, and I really did not care about myself. And without God, I don't know where I would be today. And I really didn't care. We actually got to the point of doing some really awful things. And I'm going to share some of this in my other channel, my beauty channel. So if you want to join me, I'm going to be talking about things that are pretty personal, just to help other women. So women who are stuck in pornography, women who are at strip clubs, I probably wasn't far from it myself. I had a dad who disowned me. If I did not end up probably going the way I did and got saved, I don't know where I would be today. And that is all because of God. So if you want to join me for more details, I will be talking about things that we go through as women, young girls, and how we can overcome this. So join me on my beauty channel. I'll put a link below. Okay, thanks for joining me today, ladies.